this whole thing out. Let's see if it works. I am Jessica, as y'all know. I'm going to be leading y'all through Yoga Sculpt today. Woohoo! We'll get started today in child's pose at the back of your mat. So right here, spread your knees wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your hips straight back towards your heels as you straighten your arms out towards the front of your space. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Awesome. Now start to rock your forehead side to side. Start to settle into your pose right here. So take one deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Take another deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now start to zip up your lips and begin to use your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out your nose. This is your breath of fire, of heat that will guide your movements throughout the next 60 minutes. But during that weight training portion, when you pick up those weights or that resistant band, feel free to use that open mouth exhale to release some heat from your body. And always feel free to come back to child's pose, the pose we're in right now. Now slowly start to walk your hands over to the right side of your space, placing your left palm on top of your right. Now gaze underneath your right tricep and start to breathe through your entire left side body. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, gaze underneath your right tricep. 2 more deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now start to walk your hands over to the opposite side of your mat. This time, place your right palm on top of your left. Gaze underneath your left tricep. Start to breathe through your entire right side body. So with every inhale, breathe through your right fingertips all the way up your right side. With every exhale, sink your right glute closer towards your heel. Start to think about your intention for your practice today. Why did you show up this afternoon? What will you focus your time, your energy, your strength on for the next 60 minutes that will guide you throughout your Sunday and then throughout the rest of your week? 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now start to walk your hands back towards the center of your mat. And then inhale as you come up to a tabletop pose. So right here, stack your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Now inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down to your mat. Extend the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine. Look in towards your navel. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down. Create expansion through your chest as you drive your shoulders back. Exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine. Look in towards your navel. 1 more inhale, cow pose. And then exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine. Now inhale to a tabletop pose and then extend your right leg back behind you, pointing your right toe down towards your mat. Yes, and then extend your left arm out in front of you, trying to create a little balance in your body. Noticing if you're a little wobbly, acknowledging that that's okay, to embrace the mess today and to create that balance through the mess. So with every inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, just warming up our core. Exhale, squeeze in knee to elbow. 1 more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale back to tabletop pose. Now lift your right knee out to the side for fire hydrant pose. Extend your leg out, press the inner arch of your foot into the ground. Now inhale, extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. Feel that tension through your right groin. And then exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right. Anchor your left shoulder, your left ear into your mat. And then start to walk your right hand towards the top of your mat, coming all the way onto your finger pads. And then notice where you feel a little bit of tension in your body. With every inhale, breathe in through that tension. With every exhale, release that tension out. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now start to walk your right hand back in. Inhale, sweep your left arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, place your left hand back down. And then lift your right knee out to the side for fire hydrant pose. Now extend your leg out. Bring it back in, just warming up our groin and our hip flexors. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back in. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back in. Now donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Knee to nose crunching. Two more times, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose squeezing. Last time, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose squeezing. And then place your right knee back onto your mat. This time, lift your left knee out to the side for fire hydrant pose. Now extend your leg out. Press the inner arch of your left foot into the ground. This time, shift all your weight into your left hand. Inhale, extend your right arm towards the ceiling. And then exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Anchor your right shoulder, your right ear into your mat. And then start to walk your left finger pads all the way towards the front of your space. Notice where you feel a little bit of tension in your body here. So with every inhale, breathe through the tension. With every exhale, draw your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now start to walk your left palm back in. And then inhale, sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, place your right hand back down on your mat. Now bend your knee out for fire hydrant pose. And then we're just lengthening out through our medial glute as well as our hip flexor. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it back in. One more inhale, lengthen. Bring it back in as you exhale. And then donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Knee to nose squeezing. We'll do this two more times. So fire hydrant out to the side. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose crunching. Now fire hydrant out to the side. Donkey kick straight up and then extend your leg out so your toes are towards your mat. And then start to lengthen through your right fingertips. Extend your right arm so it frames your right ear. Now inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch in elbow to knee, warming up our core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze in. Then place your right hand down, knee to nose. And then place your left knee back onto your mat. Bring your knees hip width distance apart. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off your mat, bear pose. Now really press through your finger pads. Dome out your shoulder blades. So spread them down your back. Pull your belly button in towards your spine and gaze right in between your thumbs. Now inhale, send your hips back towards your heels, straighten your arms. Feel that all up your Achilles, your calves, down your shoulder blades. And now like a wave, shift forward, high plank. But walk your hands to the right underneath your shoulders. Now inhale, turbo dog, send your hips back, straighten your arms. Exhale, shift forward, high plank. One more inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. Now inhale, turbo dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Now start to pedal out your dog. Bend deep into one knee and the other. And then start to windshield wiper your legs side to side. Lengthening out through your medial glute, your IT band. Just shake everything out that's not serving you this Sunday. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Now inhale, lift your heels off your mat. Come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, sink your heels down to your mat. Spiral your inner thighs. Externally rotate them towards the back of the room. Now press firmly through your hands to send your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Feeling this all up your calves, your hamstrings. Now inhale, gaze at your finger pads. Exhale, take teeny tiny steps to the top of your mat and take on a ragdoll pose. So grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Let the crown of your head fall heavy right here. Option to also interlace your hands behind the crown of your head or interlace your hands above your head, drawing your shoulder blades forward. Yes, now start to nod your head yes, still in ragdoll. Nod your head no. And then nod your head yes. Again, you showed up, you are here, you made it. So many excuses we can make ourselves of why we can't show up, but you did. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Now bend your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest and roll up to stay vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back, and right here, close your eyes. Right here is where you set your intention for your practice today. Why did you show up? I challenge you today to embrace your mess. Maybe there's something on your mind. Maybe things get messy outside of your mat, but just embrace it and really focus on your strength. Focus on sweating and doing the best you can with what you showed up with today, or set an intention of your own. We'll seal our intention this afternoon with one cleansing breath. So take one deep inhale in through your nose. And then open mouth, release that breath out. Now open your eyes, release your fingertips down to your side. Inhale, mountain pose. Raise your arms overhead and then hold right here. Now ground down through the four corners of your feet. So feel your feet rooted into your mat. Draw your shoulders away from your ears as you pull your belly button in and out. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, side bend to the right. So take your right arm down your right leg and lean over to the right. But gaze underneath your left tricep. Now inhale, rise back up, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Puff your chest forward, but draw your shoulders down your back. Now inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward at your hip. Let the crown of your head fall heavy. Now inhale, halfway lift. Either come to your finger pads or take your hands to your shins or your thighs and then hold here. Now gaze forward at the top of your mat. Shift your weight into the balls of your feet and let your core suck in towards the ceiling to hold you up. Draw your shoulder blades to touch. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back, and then hold right here. Yes, now shift forward to your big toes. Then come back so your heels are driven back. So we're pulsing up and back. So it's forward, back, just warming up our core. Exhale. Exhale, you have 8 more for 8, 7, 6. You have 5 more. For 4, for 3, high plank in 2. And 1, now high plank. Now shift your weight forward, tuck your elbows in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet, straighten your arms. And then exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. We'll repeat that breath to movement. So inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, root down through your feet. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise back up, seal your palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, step back, hold here. Now come down to your forearms. And then take your heels to the right and your hips to the right. Back to center. Heels to the left, hips to the left. Back to center, alternate here. So it's right and left, just warming up our sternal obliques. Gaze through your thumbs and then draw your shoulders away from your ears, your elbows closer towards your toes. You have 8, 7, 6, You have 5 more right here. For 4, 3, high plank in 2. And 1, now high plank. Shift your weight forward, tuck your elbows in, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain toes, ground down, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, side bend to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. It's a step or float back to that high plank. Shift your weight forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Sink your left heel into your mat and then bend your knees, stack your hips. Take big giant circles to the right and left. So really lengthening out through your psoas, your medial glute, your hip flexor on the right. Now go the other direction. Maybe even roll out your ankle, get all those little nicks and cracks out. Now inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, hold it here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold it there for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot right between your hands. Yes, now inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, extend your arms overhead. And then hold and breathe right here. Now dial your right hip back, your left hip forward. Yes, and then press firmly through your front foot, all 4 corners there, and bend a little bit deeper in that front knee. Yes, now pull your belly button in enough. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale as you gaze at your top foot. And then inhale, chair pose. Bring your left foot to meet your right, and then hold here. Yes, so now send your booty down and back. Look over your knees, make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, send your weight back and down. And then feel this all through your lats, your serratus anterior, your external obliques, by really lengthening through your side body. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. So slow and control, hinge your chest forward, and then squeeze your palms in towards one another, like you have a beach ball between your hands. Now, lift your obliques off your thighs. So rather than dumping in, use your core to hold you up. Now shift your weight over to your right foot. Inhale, standing leg raise, bring your left knee in line with your hip, and then hold right here. Now dial your left hip down, your right hip up. Point your toes towards your nose. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, no handstand, sir. So bring your hands to heart center and then kick your left foot up like you're about to go into dancer's pose. So draw your right hip forward, your left hip back. Kick firmly through your back foot up towards the ceiling. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, step it back, crescent lunge. So slow and control as you rise your arms up. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, warrior 2, so open up your hips. And then spiral your back heel down so it's parallel to the back of your mat. Open your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Now inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back behind you. Recommit to that bend in your front knee. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Side plank. Plant your left hand down, your right hand up towards the ceiling. Now those external obliques, what we worked earlier before, pull them up towards the ceiling. Now drop your hips down to the ground. Lift them back up. Yes. You have 4. You have 3. Last 2. And 1 side plank. Now flip over 3-legged dog. Put your right hand down, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Take those big giant circles to the right and left, warming up your hip flexors. Now inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, knees to left elbow. Hold it here for 4. For 3. Sweep it back up in 2. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Hold it here for 4. For 3. For 2. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crescent lunge. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Then deepen your left knee. Hold right here. Now take your hands to your hips. Scoop your right hip forward, your left hip back. Feel your thighs squeeze in towards one another and bend a little bit deeper in that front knee. Take a deep inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, chair pose. Bring your right foot to meet your left. Yes, send your booty down and back. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Now draw your shoulder blades to touch and lift your pinkies 1 inch higher to activate your triceps. Now shift over to your left foot. Inhale, standing leg raise. Bring your right knee in line with your hip. Leave a little micro bend in your left knee to protect your joints. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, no hands dancer. Bring your hands to heart center and then press the sole of your right foot towards the ceiling. Yes, so it's almost like you're in a dancer's pose, but you're not touching that back foot. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, step it back, crescent lunge. And then inhale, extend your arms overhead. Exhale, warrior 2, open up your hips. Yes, now dial your left hip back, your right hip forward. Gaze over your top hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back behind you. Put a little no weight in that back hand. Maybe even take that hand behind. Press your front thigh closer towards your mat. Nice. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, side plank. Put your right hand down, left hand up. Now act like someone's pulling you by your obliques. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep your left leg high. Exhale, high to low plank, option to ekapada. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Over to your left elbow. Over to your right like a windshield wiper. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep your right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge. If you have weights, grab them. Press them up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Punch in and up. Then bring your weights to heart center. Just pulse and pulse. Little pulses right here. I'm going to just go over the weight demo just to make sure you all have a safe and effective practice. Weights are always optional, but when using them, keep your wrists straight and strong. Avoid flopping them side to side and always punch through heart center. The reverse warrior will now be straight above our shoulder. Also optional during halfway lift and chaturanga. Halfway lift, keep your spine straight and strong with your weights underneath your shoulders. And chaturanga, you can flush your knuckles in. Go about your normal chaturanga. You ready? Yes, you are. Grab your weights. Inhale, crescent lunge, punch in and up. Exhale, gaze over your front foot. Inhale, chair pose, and bank your left foot, meet your right. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms, punch in and back. Inhale, standing leg raise, punch in and up, left foot comes up. Exhale, no hands dancer, bring your weights to heart center, punch your left foot towards the ceiling. Inhale, crescent lunge, punch in and up. Exhale, warrior 2, open up your hips, leave a micro bend with your elbows. Inhale, reverse warrior, punch straight up, close your shoulders. Exhale, pull, pivot, plant your left hand down, right hand up, side plank. Yes. Now take your weight in your top hand. Now come to a high plank with your right weight in your hand. What we have are T-twists here. So it's out and in, out and in, exhale, exhale. So notice my feet are stacked in front of one another, helping me twist. So what this works, it works your rotator cuff, works your lats, your delts, as well as your external obliques. Option, if you have a resistant band, fold your resistant band in half, take the handles right here, and all you're doing, same thing. My thumb's on one side of the resistant band, my hands are on the other side. You have 8, 7, 6. You have 5 more. Nice, Kelly, for 4. You got it, Bob, for 3, for 2. And 1 high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your left leg higher step. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Over to your right, then over to your left for 4. For 3, slow and control for 2. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog, keep your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, crescent lunge, grab your waist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, little pulses here to just even out our sides. So pulse, pulse, and pulse. You have 4. You have 3, a crescent lunge into, and 1, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, gaze at your front foot. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms, punch in and back. Inhale, standing leg raise, bring your right knee in line with your hip, punch in and up. Exhale, no hands dancer, bring your waist to heart center. Inhale, crescent lunge, step back, punch in and up. Exhale, warrior 2, open up your hips. Inhale, reverse warrior, punch straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot. Now plant your right hand, left hand goes up this time. We have those T twists. So it's out and then back in. Yes, option to stack one foot in front of the other. So you're using your rotator cuffs, you're using your delts, your lats, as well as your external obliques to get that weight up. Always an option to use a resistant band or not use anything at all. You're still doing the work. For 8, 7, 6. You have 5 more. For 4, for 3, 2, and 1 high plank. Set, and then Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here while I turn up the music. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale with your right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge, step your right foot between your hands. Grab your waist. Inhale, crescent lunge, punch in and up. Exhale, chair pose, bring your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, crescent chair pose with airplane arms. Punch in and back. We have tricep kick back with a narrow row. So it's down, up, kick back, and in. Down, up, back, and in. Yes, exhale. Exhale. Now option, bring your feet hip width distance apart. Yes, but draw your shoulder blades in. And then engage your traps on that narrow row. And engage your triceps on the kick back. So rather than using that momentum, use no momentum here to kick back. Yes, every move is intentional here. You've got it. For 8, 7, 6. You have 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Tricep kick back. In 1 now, pull it up. It's pull and pull. Exhale. Exhale, you got it. Little squeezes up. Yes, you can gaze straight out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, standing leg raise, 2, and 1 inhale, standing leg raise, bring your left knee in line. Exhale, no handstand first. Now option, drop your weight, option to keep them at heart center. Now what you're doing here, drive your left elbow to your right thigh, then lift it back up. So they're like deadlifts with a little squat. Yes, try not to drop that left foot. So slow and control, it's back and then lift it up. So really engaging that glute on your right side, your medial glute, as well as your hamstring, your quad. You got it. And then using that internal oblique to twist your elbow to your thigh. You got it. You're stronger than you think. Option to always touch the ground in between. 4 more. For 4, you guys have got it. 3, last 2. And then 1, press up and up. Exhale, exhale, just pulses up. 8 more here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, woo, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, crescent lunge, punch in and up. Yes, now bring your hands down. Bicep curl. It's up and down, up and down. Exhale, exhale. Option to go 1 at a time. Yes. Option to add a leg raise here. So it's down and up, down and up. Yes. Go to your extreme today. Nice Kelly, nice Bob. You got it. You're stronger than you think. You have 8, 7, 6, 5 more. You got it. For 4, your glute should be on fire. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Now, exhale, horse pose. So I'm facing this way. Horse pose. Yes, now bring your knees. Start to rock side to side. Yes. And then stay low. Oblique twist here. It's front, center, back, center. Exhale, center. Exhale, center. Yes. So nothing's moving besides your oblique. Back, center. Can you drop your hips lower? Yes, you can. 8 more here. For 8, 7, for 6. You have 5 more. Get lower those hips for 4. For 3, yes you can. For 2. And 1, inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Now inhale, reverse warrior punch straight up. Exhale, pull, pivot. Let your waist high plank. Yes. Now bring your waist, bring your hands to the outer edges of your mat. Wide arm push up. Down, up, lower, lift. Exhale, exhale. Option to drop to your knees. Do not sacrifice form here. Gaze straight down at your mat. Yes, you can. It's down, up, lower, lift. Exhale, exhale, yes. You're engaging your pectoral muscles, your rotator cuff, your biceps. Yes, you can. You have 8, 7, for 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2, down dog. And 1, downward facing dog. Bend your hips up and down. Woo! How are you guys feeling? Y'all, we're on to cardio. How you guys doing? Woo! We're on to cardio, y'all. Turn it up a little bit. So start by moving everything out of the way. If you're a plus like me, probably fall over everything. Start with jump roping at the top of your mat. So jump and jump. Exhale. Exhale, you got it. Keep going right here. We're doing top ups in 5. You're 5. 4. For 3. Pop ups in 2. And 1. Now come down to a plank. So it's plank, jump, plank, jump. Little pop ups here. So as your feet land, your hands come up, out, and in. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You got it. You're stronger than you think. Woo! 8 more. For 8. 7. Yes, you can. Last 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. one hand all the way up, jumping back up, and up. Exhale, exhale. Option go one at a time. For 8, 7, you can. For 6, you have 5 more. For 4, yes sir. For 3, for 2, football runs. In 1, now face the back of your mat, football runs in and out. It's in and out. Exhale. Exhale, can you get a little bit lower? Can you get a little bit faster in your legs? Yes, you can. It's in and out. Exhale. You have 8, 7, 6. It's like you're a breather. 5, for 4, for 3. Face the long side of your mat in 2. And 1 long side twist. Jump is in. And exhale. Exhale, yes you can. 8 more here. For 8. 7. Last 8. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. Butt kickers in 2. And 1 butt kickers towards the front is out. And out. Exhale. Exhale, option to use your arms. Option to go 1 leg at a time. Yes, you can. It's out and out. 4 more here. For 4. For 3. Towel off in 2. And 1 towel off. Grab a sip of water. High five. Cheers with that water bottle, y'all. Yes, I love it. Y'all, we're getting back into it. So, towel off, grab a sip of water. We have 1 more side. So meet back in that downward facing dog, y'all. Let's celebrate this 4th of July weekend. Yes, we can. I'm gonna start this way though. Now, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, grab your waist. Woo! Inhale, crescent lunge, punch in and up. Yes, now gaze over your top foot. Chair pose. Inhale, chair pose with airplane arms, punch in and back. Now this time, we have a wide row with a tricep kickback. So it's wide row, tricep kickback, out and down. So now our palms are facing the ceiling. It's out, back, out, and down. Option to bring your feet hip width distance apart. Option to go 1 at a time. Yes, you can. Out and down. So little shift in your direction. Notice how it changes what is working here. You have 8. Last 7. Final 6. Last 5. 4 more for 4. 3 more for 3. Yes, you can. Last 2. 1, hold it back, and pull, and pull. Pull towards the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1 legged down and bring your right knee in line with your hip. Exhale, no hand dancer, 1 legged squat. So it's down for 2, up for 2. So your right elbow, this time is hitting your left thigh. Yes, slow and control. Now drive through your left foot, especially your left heel, to keep you stable. Yes, this is really working your glute, your hamstrings on the left. Down for 2, up for 2. Exhale, yes you can. Yes, you can, even if you have no weight. It's okay. You're still working the exact same muscles, just bring your hands heart center for 8, 7, last 6. You have 5 more. For 4, woo, 3, 2, and 1. No hand cancer, press up and up. Exhale, exhale. Go under foot, kicking up towards the ceiling for 8, 7, 6. 5, crescent is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Woo! Bring your hands by your side. We have hammer curl this time. So it's up and down. Lift towards one another. rather palms towards one another, up and down. Option to go one at a time. Option to go for that stand on the way down. Woo! So all the work happens at the same time. So your arms and your legs feel it at the same time. You've got it. Now, 4 longer feet or anything else. You have 8. Yes, you can. 7. Last 6. 5. Yes, you can, Bob. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse pose. Bend deep in those knees. Bring your weight behind your bum. Bend deep in your knees. Oblique dip. It's front, center, back, center, front. Exhale, back, exhale. Now really focus on that pull up. Not on the way down, it's the up that does the work. So option to do 1 in one arm. I'll tell you when we're halfway through. Yes. For 4, if you need to switch. 3, 2, and 1. If you're using both weights in one hand, switch to the other side. It's down and up. Exhale. Now really focus on that pull up for 8, 7, for 6. You have 5 more, yes you can. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, star pose. Woo. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior punch straight up. Exhale, full pivot, plant your wings, high plank. Yes, you can. Now wide arm push-ups here. It's down and up, down and up. Exhale, exhale, you got it. It's down and up. Option to drop down to your knees. But make sure your chest is falling right between your thighs. For 8. You have 7, yes you can. For 6, 5 more for 5, yes you can. For 4, final 3, last 2, and 1. Lower all the way down to your belly. Yes, extend your arms out in front of you, your legs behind you. We have Superman here. It's up and down, lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale, working the back of your core. Yes, you can. For 8, 7, gaze straight down. For 6, elongate your neck. You have 5 more. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Come to tabletop pose. Take a weight behind your right knee. Option to do that. Option to skip that here. And donkey kicks up. It's up and down. Up and down. Exhale. Exhale. Yes, you got it. It's up and down. Exhale as you lift. Exhale. Exhale. Yes. So if your hands are bothering you, come down to your forearms. I hope y'all are sweating like I am. For 8, 7, last 6. You have 5. You have 4. You're pulsing it up in 3. Yes, you are. And 2. And 1. Now pulse it up and up. Exhale. Exhale. Yes, you can. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down for a hot second. You have fire hydrants on the right. It's out and in. Out and in. Exhale. Exhale. Now option to drop that weight. Yes, you can. Always an option to put that booty band around your thigh. It's out and in. That gains some resistance. For 8, 7, for 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3, you'll pulse it up. In 2. In 1, now pulse it up. It's pulse and pulse. Exhale, exhale, yes you can. You have 4 more here. For 4. For 3, shake it out in 2. And 1, release that weight, shake it out a bit. Woo! How y'all doing? We have one more side, y'all. Place that weight behind your left thigh, rather your left knee. Option come down to your forearm, or you can even turn your wrist toward your fingertips towards you. Donkey kick. Up and down. Lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale. What that weight does, it adds extra resistance, but it also forces you to kick straight up. So down, up, lower, and lift. Exhale. Exhale. Yes, you can. You have 8, 7, for 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3, you'll pulse it up. And 2. And 1, now pulse it up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, I feel it. 4, 3, bring it down in 2. And 1, shake it out for just a second. Sway your hips side to side. 1 last ass kick right here. Fire hydrant down to the side. It's up and down. Lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale. So notice it's working your medial glute on the side. Rather than donkey kicks, it's up and out. Up and out. Exhale. Exhale. This just really isolates that glute. For 8, 7, last 6, yes you can. For 5, yes Kelly. For 4, y'all pulse it up. In 3, yes you can. In 2, pull and pull. Exhale, exhale, yes you can. You have 8 more here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, bring it down in 2, and 1, remove that way, y'all. Woo! Now, roll all the way onto your back. We have one more little workout, which is the final and best. Your abs right here, you got it. So come onto your back. Bring your feet hip width distance. Grab your weights if you have them. Get all the way down. Now, slide your elbows in, switch pose. Lower down, rise all the way up. Make punch and punch. So it's down for 2, lift for 2, then look back down, then punch and punch. Going at your own pace. Yes. So that bridge works your glutes, but it also gives you a little release in that low back. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You did not come this far to only come this far. You've got to celebrate this weekend. You have 4. Yes, you can. Last 3. Haley, my dog thinks I'm punching her in the face. 2. Last 1. Lift it up. High bow pose. Russian twist right here. So it's right and left. Right and left. Exhale. Exhale. Yes, you can. For 8. 7. For 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1 now high boat thrust back up. Lower down is up and down. Exhale, little shoulder press with ab work. For 8. 7. For 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3, low. In 6. And 1 now low. It's pull and pull. Exhale. Exhale. Now gaze straight up to the ceiling. Activating your lower abs. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Legs all the way up. Now legs all the way up. Take your feet up towards the ceiling. We have toe taps here. It's up and down. Lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale. Remember, you can do this all without a weight. You can do this with big water jugs. Do not let weight discourage you from not working out, from not sweating and celebrating your fitness. You have 8 more. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, For 2, hold it up for 8, 7, you'll feel those upper abs, yes, for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower your head all the way down. Now, yes, narrow shoulder press to the hip rest. So it's down and you lower up. Yes, so down and up. Now working on lower abs, down and up. Yes, you got it. Keep your head on the ground. And now make sure your weights are right above your belly button, so not too far in front of you. That way it's really working your triceps, your pecs, your delts. You got it. For 8, 7, last little bit. For 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your weight, bring your knees into your chest. Woo! How y'all feeling? I know I'm sweaty. Start to rock side to side on that low back. Rock up and down. Yeah. Rock up and down, side to side. Massage out that low back. And then cross your feet at the top, gain enough momentum. Come into a high plank. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Just gonna stretch out our core real quick. So take your hands right underneath your armpits. Inhale as you rise your chest up, seal pose. Broaden your chest, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Now bring your hands a little bit wider than your mat. Inhale, rise back up. Now drop your right shoulder down, gaze over your left. Now start to sink all your weight into your right finger. That gets into your right delt, your right rotator cuff, as well as your serratus anterior on the right. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. And then inhale, rise back up. Exhale, this time drop your left shoulder down, gaze over your right. And then sink all your weight into your left finger pad. Feel that all in that little right armpit, your left rotator cuff rather. Your left serratus anterior, your lat, your delts, as well as your left pectoral. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale it out, and then inhale, rise up 1 more time. And then exhale, lower all the way down on your belly. Now inhale as you tuck your toes, engage your legs. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna come into half pigeon on the right. So inhale, sweep your right leg half. Exhale, half pigeon on the right. So if you know your body is not gonna do this, no worries. Come onto your back and cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a supine figure 4. Now inhale as you bring your left hand in front of your right knee. Your right hand off to the side. And do a little twisted sleeping pigeon. Just try to rest your chest, your left ear on your mat. Action to start to just walk your hands out towards the front of you. Release any tension from your hip flexors, your groin. Just right here, come back to your intention, embracing the mess. Although you may be sweaty, things may get uncomfortable. Just embracing it heads on and acknowledging where you are. If things aren't 100% where you want them to be, to acknowledge it, to be okay with it, to embrace it. Take 1 more deep inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now start to walk your palms back up towards the center of your mat. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog, keep your right leg high. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, sweep your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. So if you like that twist on the other side, take your right hand in front of your left thigh. Your left hand out thigh, your left glute. Then start to walk your finger pads in opposite directions. Just getting a little twist right here. If this doesn't work with you, feel free to come into sleeping pigeon or to supine figure 4, crossing your left ankle over your thigh on your back. Wherever you are, inhale where you maybe feel a little bit of tension, a little bit of discomfort in your body. And then exhale as you intentionally release it out of your body. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now inhale as you start to walk your palms back towards the center of your mat. Tuck your back toe, engage your right leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog, keep your left leg high. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out your dog if you need to windshield wiper your legs side to side. But when you're ready, gaze forward as you inhale. And then exhale, step, walk, float, jump all the way onto your back. And then bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Walk side to side. And then maybe extend one leg, the other, opening your hamstrings, your groin. Or maybe pin your elbows in towards your armpits, allowing them to fall closer and closer. But lift your tailbone off your mat. Allow that tension from your low back to release. And then inhale, hug your right knee into your chest. Let your left leg out long in front of you. Take a deep inhale in. And then exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee over your left thigh. Extend your right arm out beside you. Rather than trying to press that right thigh down, allow gravity to bring your right knee closer to the ground. So with every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, sink your right shoulder into your neck. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Then roll back onto your back. Switch out your legs. So hug your left knee in towards your chest. Leave your right leg out in front of you. And now press your knee so it's closer towards your armpit, allowing your hip flexor, your groin to lengthen out. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your left knee over your right. This time extend your left arm out beside you. Sink your left shoulder into your mat. 2 deep breaths right here. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Then roll back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead all the way to your knees. Curl into the tightest ball you can. Give yourself some gratitude for trying maybe something new, for picking up maybe stronger weights, or maybe pushing through when you felt a little bit tired, when you felt like giving up. Give yourself some gratitude for pressing and embracing the method. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, Shavasana. Lay flat on your mat. Let everything go. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just breathe right here. I'll guide you out when it's time. But take one more deep inhale. And then exhale, Shavasana. Lay flat on your mat. Let everything go. If I've learned anything from life, it's that sometimes the darkest times can bring us to the brightest places. I've learned that the most toxic people can teach us the most important lessons, that our most painful struggles can grant us the most necessary growth, and that the most heartbreaking losses of friendship and love can make room for the most wonderful people. I've learned that what seems like a curse in the moment can actually be a blessing, and that what seems like the end of a road is actually just a discovery that we were meant to travel down a different path. I've learned that no matter how difficult things seem, there's always hope. And I've learned that no matter how powerless we feel or how horrible things seem, we cannot give up. We have to keep going, even when it's scary, even when all of our strength seems gone. We have to keep picking ourselves back up and moving forward, because whatever we're battling in the moment, it will pass and we will make it through. We've made it this far. We can make it through whatever comes next. So embrace the messiness, embrace where you are, because every chapter serves its purpose. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your Sunday, start to bring movement back into your body, starting with your breath. So take one giant deep inhale in through the nose. Then open mouth, release that breath out. And then meet up into an easy seat at the top of your mat. Roll your shoulders down your back, keep your eyes closed, and then bring your hands to your heart center. We'll seal our practice today just as we started with one big cleansing breath. So inhale everything you want to bring with you from your practice today. And then exhale everything you want to leave on your mat this afternoon. Bring your hands to your third eye center and pause right here. The light, the love, the teacher in me sees, honors, and absolutely adores the light, the love, the teacher in each and every one of you. We bow together and say namaste.